This is the Mini Aceman S. So at launch, it was called a crossover SUV. So is it a crossover or is it an SUV? So when we look at it, it's not sitting that high up. Yes, it's got that SUV, look, that much needed looks for SUVs. This cladding, the cladding below, continued at the back. But is it an SUV? No, because it's a front wheel drive vehicle. And I don't think that will allow it to go off-road at all. In fact, climbing that curb will be a bit difficult. But it has that look, which what consumers want. So this is a crossover, clearly. And it's a good-looking crossover. It's handsome. It's got all the right elements to say, hey, look at me. But more than that, because it's a mini, people want it. People always want a mini. Even people who can't afford a mini want a mini. And let's face it, mini is popular with both male and female owners and just about anybody. If you look at the front, you quickly realize that this is definitely an electric car. The grille is missing, but to keep that mini look, they've put this outline to show that, there is some reminiscent of a grille there. The lights have changed, the look and feel. It's no longer oval. Why? Because that's the old mini design. This is the new mini design. Big wheels, wide track. It all says come inside. So we go inside and have a look. It's a bit tight at the back, but not tight that you can't enjoy yourself. Yes, space for three, not an easy thing. You have some charging ports here. It's more for two adults and a child at the back. But you're reasonably comfortable. Nice adjustable headrest. You got this nice mini compartment here with a little tab. Looks like something you can actually remove and bring home. If you put a little, handle on it, you might even call it a small handbag. The rest for the driver. Interesting design feature. Again, Mini knows how to do designs. Look at the seats. Look at that OLED screen. Everything says Mini and signature Mini. Come down the front. Notice the chunky side view mirrors. And this is the Aceman crossover. Even the door handle has got a unique design. You got this strap here. Probably can put your touch and go card or your parking card in there. Heads up display. Nice touch and feel points. Chunky steering wheel. Design features all over the car. Charging points. Somewhere to put your handphone. Cup holders. Not very deep, but they will work. And they look very unique. That's the whole idea. Little touches here. Can you see this? Just making it different. Just making it different. That's what Mini does. So, what about this driving experience? How does it feel on the road? What is the experience behind the wheel? So this is the cabin of the Mini Aceman. As you can see, a lot of recycled materials being used. Very funky, attractive, very in your face, exciting. I'll say that because why? No other car manufacturer can deliver a cabin experience that looks like this. And the best part is, I'm actually waiting for a Chinese car manufacturer to look at this and say, hey, we should get some design ideas from Mini for our product. But anyway, we leave that to another day. So, Mini Aceman, what does it do? It's a four-door hatchback that sits between the Cooper, the new Cooper, and the Countryman. So, if you remember, there's a Mini Clubman, doesn't exist anymore. And then there used to be a Mini Paceman, which is a very unusual, quirky-looking Mini, which was retired because it was just not selling. So now comes the Aceman. Sits in between the Cooper and the Countryman. Now, only available in electric. There is no ICE version. There is no petrol version or diesel version or hybrid version. Only an electric version. Now, with Mini, this electric car is something which I say the rest should follow. Number one, you get into the car doesn't start up. You actually have to start up the vehicle. I think that is a must for electric vehicles. Right now, all electric vehicles you see out there, the ones coming from China, they start up before you even get in the car. As long as your key is in the pocket, the moment the car detects the key in your pocket, it actually, of course, it opens the door, that's fine. But it actually powers up. You know, the systems all power up, the aircon powers up. Some say it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea because why? Sometimes you just walk up to a car and you're talking to someone, or you walk up to the car and you forget something, you want to go back, and then, you know, battery is being used. So remember, all these cars are battery powered and you're trying to maximize the battery power. So I like the fact that it's got a power button here, which you power up the car. That's the way it should be. Gear shifter here. Not here. Gear shifter is here. So go down to D and you're ready to go. Now you got that electric car sound, which a lot of electric cars have now. I hope you can pick that up. It's fast, it's responsive, it handles well. It's a Mini. This is what Minis have been doing for decades, and in an electric car it continues to do that. Does it feel like a petrol Mini? No, because torque is very, very immediate and responsive, and you do feel the weight of the car because it's got a battery pack. It's heavy, but that's like any other electric car. So you get about 400 kilometers of driving range. Realistically, I think 370, 380 is not a problem. But of course, you have to drive lethargically or within reason. Don't be accelerating like what I did just now all the time. If you do it once in a while, it's okay. Now, you've got a couple of driving modes which they call experiences. So what happens is you click and you can choose core, green, personal, vivid, timeless. Now if timeless comes on, it's like the original Mini look and feel. So, you know, if you're an older gentleman or driver like me, you probably would like this. Now, if you're someone who you want a bit of excitement, you're young, you're vibrant, that's vivid, and the color goes with it. Then you have green. Now with green, what do you get? Now this is the version which I like, because it tells you when you're driving efficiently, and when you drive a bit harder, it says that high consumption. So it's always correcting you or suggesting that you should drive efficiently, and it gives you a bonus range. Now as you hear just now, the radio is coming on and off. Now the volume button is here. I like the fact they got the button here simply because you don't have to go into the system to adjust the volume when you want to do it quickly. You've got a few functions here, not many, a few here, and the rest are all in this OLED screen. Now The OLED screen has got a lot of functions, a lot of great features. It's easy to use, it's quick, it's responsive, it's got all that you need in an electric car. My favorite station, BFM. You got a Harman Kardon sound system, sounds great. Difficult for us to show you or explain to you in a video. It's better, you get into a showroom and listen to it. The AC is easy to use. All the functions are there. But like as you can see right now, while driving, it's not good at all to try and use the screen, because as you move around, you don't see up ahead properly lah. You're not taking full concentration. One eye here, one eye there. So this is why I like physical buttons here for important controls. But this is something which all car manufacturers are moving to, and I hope they move back to some physical buttons for immediate use. So now I want to get the aircon control. Okay, you see it now. So I can choose all my functions here. You got your driving distance in kilometers. You've got your power mode here, and all this time you still have heads-up display here, which gives very clear indication of what's going on in terms of speed. The speedometer tells you what you're doing, and there's a speed warning. That means this area now is 80 kilometers. It's telling me keep to 80 kilometers. So Mini Aceman, ACEMAN, one variant for Malaysia, 213,000 ringgit. That's in our country, Malaysia. If you're watching this from overseas, 213,000 ringgit. It sits between the Cooper and the Countryman. In terms of size, you've seen it. We showed you the walk around. It is not a big vehicle. It's about the size of new Golf GTI, or if you want to keep calling it a crossover, it's about the size of a Perdua Ativa, maybe slightly taller, I think. I'm not sure yet, I haven't got the full dimensions, but it doesn't really matter. Mini likes to call it a compact SUV. I'm calling it a crossover hot hatch. Because why? It's a hot hatch. Look at the response. And I'm in economy, remember, I'm in, keeping it light and easy. So go into a showroom, take it for a test drive, see if this is the electric car for you to own for the next 4, 5, 6 or 7 years.